Isaac?
You're good.
I'm so bad at this.
No, you're good. I mean,
Hey guys, I'm Inez Escamilla, owner of the most badass gym in Austin, Texas, Ignite Fitness, and welding company, Loose Cannon. So today I'm going to take you on a typical day of Inez Escamilla. It's actually my second day back to work in 2 months because I just had a baby. So you're going to get to see a little bit of what it's like to be in the typical life of a dual business owner and first-time mom. So today, it's going to start off with my early morning feeding. So Jace is on a pretty good schedule, wakes up around 2 or 3 in the morning, and then right after that, get about another hour of sleep, and then it's time for cardio. I'm a bikini competitor, and it's time to get back on track. So I had a good year last year, but now it's time to hit my cardio again, get my nutrition dialed in. So first things first, hit the gym, and then get ready for work.
Took a whole container.
People talking, I'm making it quiet. What's that?
This frozen.
Frozen. There's I just pumped one in the fridge.
There you go. Here.
Cold and rain.
It's
60 and under.
For me?
Yes. It's 60. If it's not 70 or 80, it's cold.
Oh, look, we have a flex water.
52 degrees. It's dripping. We got a breathe.
you're trying to build a team, right?
Right.
Like you're trying to lift this business
Right.
again, give it new life. So I think people need to feel that. People need to feel that, hey, you know what? Like I'm trying to work on this business. You know, we've been in business for this long.
Maybe I say 2019 wasn't a good year.
Yeah,
And-
you know,
and-
like, cause sometimes just by watching this, I'm like, okay, she's got her shit figured out,
Yeah.
right? But then off camera, when we're having those deep conversations, you're
Yeah.
like straight up honest with me.
Yeah.
You tell me, you know what? Like, I just don't think my team. I need to find the right team.
Yeah.
I mean,
That makes sense. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like people really need to feel. Again,
raw.
it's the struggle, right? It's the adversity, and people will be able to relate to that.
Yeah.
So I really just think that if you want to become vulnerable, like you're saying, this is a chance, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a chance for you to like show people who Inez really is, and yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I was telling my business partner I work 14, 15-hour days, but I haven't made a paycheck in 5 years, and here is my husband works all these hours and he brings home the money. When can I need to be able to support my family as well. And he said, you know, okay, I support you. And then he's like, let's talk to the landlords and see what we can change, because, you know, jumping that rent that much is unreasonable. So we found out in February. I finally got the new landlords on the phone come March. And I told my business partner they're not willing to budge, because I was like, well, what if you just give me 6 months to catch up with this new rent? Because I need to put money into marketing. If you're going to double my rent, I need to be able to put money into marketing, because we're making our bills, but we won't make these new bills.
Yeah.
So then March came, and I was talking to my partner. I'm like, they're not budging. Yeah, this is it. We're stuck with it. And he was furious, and I was like, well, what do you want me to do? So I started looking at, like, am I going to have to file bankruptcy because I can't pay the rent?
Right.
You know? And am I going to have to file bankruptcy? We were looking at buying a house at that time. Then I found out I was pregnant, and so I had all this stress, all this pressure, and I'm like, then let's see what happened after that. But I'm like, well, let's come up with a game plan. Like, I tried selling the gym twice last year. And it wouldn't work. They didn't want it. They were like, oh, it's too far out of the way, it's off the beaten path, you know. So it was disappointing, but I'm like, all right, that just means that's not the answer. I just need to buckle down and I need to make it happen. And so it was stressful, especially because my hormones were through the fucking roof with this baby. And I also didn't want in the very beginning, so I got pregnant at the end of January. So when this most stressful time was happening, that's the easiest time to have a miscarriage. And so so I didn't want the stress to cause me to have a miscarriage. So I quit going to work. I just quit thinking about it. And I'm like, all right, if you're responsible for paying the rent, you know, I can cover the rest. I can make sure that, you know, employees are paid, the doors stay open, all that. And so that was, I mean, it was so stressful. That's why I was like radio silence on social media, nothing. I wasn't talking to anybody. And so after trying to sell the gym and nobody wanted to do it, it was like around June or July, I decided, you know, we just have to turn it around, and I need to put all my effort into it. So I was back in the gym as much as I could be, you know, being pregnant and trying to balance work, the other job as well, you know, welding. And then I found out that my head trainer has been working with somebody else behind my back to open up another gym, and, you know, like, basically poaching our clients and members, telling them what he's doing and doing that. So it was like, it's just been one hurdle after another. But it's a new year, which is great, and they are increasing our rent. They already increased it once for property tax increase and maintenance fees for this month, but then come March our rent goes up another $3,000, so it went up in about $4,000 this year. I was expecting $5,000, but yeah, so we're now paying around $30,000 a month in just rent.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So my question is, you were about to sell it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that, you know, you tried 2 different companies, but at the end of the day, if you keep looking, you'll be able to sell it, right?
Yeah.
What keeps you going, Inez? Like, why? You know, you talked about how you haven't paid yourself in 5 years.
Yeah.
What makes you still hang on to, like, hope?
Well, I had actually given up hope, and my husband he just kept reminding me, remember why you started it, you know? And so 6 years ago, it'd be 6 years this March, well, actually it was December, I found out the gym that I was working out at was going to close, and I had been a member there for 7 years. I was doing a trade with the owner, so it's a husband and wife team, and he helped me. I have scoliosis, so he helped me get my body right while I was welding, because I would finish these welding jobs and I wouldn't be able to use my arms, my hands, my body would shut down because I wasn't lifting weights, I wasn't taking care of myself, I wasn't doing yoga, and I was also drinking a ton. I'd say I partied a lot, you know, and so it gave me peace, it gave me strength, and I wanted to be able to continue that for all these other people. So it was only about 150 members when I bought the gym. I probably lost a half of that because I came in and made changes, but I wanted to be able to still provide that for the community, because it really changed my life, having those people there, having the support system, and having that release, that mental release. And so he's, Nick, remember why you started? And I'm like, fuck this, I'm over it. I'm fucking burnt out. I can't take this anymore. And it's always one hurdle after another. Then we got hit with the air conditioner going out in the middle of the summer, and there's another $11,000. And I'm like, we don't even have the money to cover the rent. How am I supposed to come up with 10 grand to cover the AC? That actually was 12, because they hit us with 2 different fees. And I just wanted to break down and cry and give up, but I think mainly I do it for the people. Like, it's all the clients. I have one of the clients from the original location in South Congress just moved to London, and he wrote me a card before he left, and instead of just dropping it off at the gym, he wanted to see me before we left. And it's not like we were great friends or anything, but it told me how it changed his life, and how he would have never been in any other gym, but how ours is so friendly and like community oriented that he felt comfortable in there. And it's things like that that keep me going, because I may not be able to change the lives of many people, but I can provide something here for the community, which is what I've always wanted to do, was give something to the community that was positive. And I'm a gym rat, and that, like I said, it saved my life. I don't know where I would be without having found the gym to, 1, learn how to control my emotions, and 2, keep me from drinking my emotions, to suppress them.
Where do you see yourself in the picture, like, of Ignite Fitness?
Well, I definitely am not the operations person. I hate doing management. I think I'm, coming from the welding background, I taught welding to ex-cons straight out of prison. I did not, moving into the fitness industry, everyone is very feelings oriented, and I'm not that sensitive, and so I think I have a hard time connecting with certain people. So finding a manager that I can tell, like, I'm unhappy with this X, Y, and Z, so-and-so's not doing their job, and then they can relay the message rather than me doing it, because I just don't think I'm cut out for that. So my favorite part is really just working out with clients, communicating with them, making them feel comfortable in the facility, and then really, I guess, being the face of it. Because that's why I opened it up. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people say they want to own a gym, but I don't think they know the behind the scenes of how much of a pain in the ass it is to run a gym, and what it takes. It's not as simple as just, opening the doors and turning on the lights and having people come in. So, finding the right team, and then putting myself in the position where I enjoy going to work, because after, now it'll be 6 years of owning the gym, it can get burnt out like any other job. So finding the people that allow me to do my strengths and my enjoyment, I guess.
Yeah.
We had a lot of struggles, and I want to be able to share those things with you, because I'm not typically vulnerable and share those kind of things, but I want to be able to let you guys in a little bit more on what it is that I do and what I deal with on a daily basis. Because most people are like, oh, you own a gym, you work out all the time, huh? I fucking wish. I wish I had that kind of time, but I don't. I'm constantly in meetings, which you'll get to see today. We had a great meeting. We started off, recapping 2019. What are our goals for 2020? How are we going to make it happen? And who are the people that we need to get there? Then I get to do a training session with Malik, one of our new trainers, and the newbie. It's this muscle stim machine that you get to do while you work out. It's incredible, and it's really painful, but fantastic.